Hello, hello, and welcome back to Death Stranding. But when we left off, we had just went into snuck into a mule camp and stole some shit.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Specifically, we stole shit that they stole from us. So, you know, all's fair in love and war and all that.
Safe travels. Decontaminating suit.
Oh, shit, shit.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Oh, look, the decontamination's being cleaned off me as I walk. That's cool looking.
Keeping up.
Oh my god, it's from user Wabbajack.
Cheese for everybody.
The Elder Scrolls reference for those who don't know. Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Too close.
Alright, let's turn in our missions. Make delivery. Share memory chip in order to access data they contain. Okay. That's the data chip I picked up. Okay, that's cool.
Wow, thanks. You did me a real favor there.
Memory chip data restored. The following data can now be viewed in your cufflinks. The Seven Samurai.
Thank you for your contribution.
One leg received from Die Hard, man. Stamina restored and fatigue levels reduced. That's hilarious. Now let's actually deliver the main things. So, the chiral printer, as well as some lost cargo of special device. Whatever that is. Looks like a Wi-Fi router. Large-scale construction material, and performance-enhancing beverages. I like to think it just means, like, energy drinks. Or is it a Viagra? It's liquid Viagra. The visuals of this game are awesome.
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to put you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it.
No problemo, buddy.
Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
Nice. I like the sound effects the menu makes. Yeah, so I guess the brightest blue line must be the paths I've taken, with all the other blue lines being other people, and like to show me where roads have formed.
Sam,
Oh, nice! I can now make
how are your
boots.
shoes holding up? Not too well, I imagine. Conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that, and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry an extra pair. But if you forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
Nice. Ooh, new interview data acquired. Necrosis and the ancient Egyptian view of life and death. 2 years ago, distribution center west of Knot City, and the Chiral Network 1. Gonna definitely have to read all that. Ooh. Distribution center west of Knot Capital City has provided you the following hologram data. Bridges guard Macho. Some of the facilities' bandwidth has been shared with Sam, so I can build more structures. Amount of material Sam can use distribution. Okay, more stuff I can use. Nice. So the more they like you, the more they share the resources. A really good mechanic that like right there. I can see a really fun game being created from a fusion of this game's mechanics with Fallout 4's settlement building mechanics. That game is all about connecting societies and rebuilding and like building up civilizations in a number of select spots, and then building the infrastructure in between. A mix of survival adventure game and city builder. I would love to get into game development one day. I'm constantly slightly teaching myself coding, but I don't really have the time to hardcore dedicate to it. Alright. All the level up things ticking up. It's all very satisfying watching all this tick up. I love it.
See you around.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely on. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive mammals with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same can be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Let's quickly recycle some stuff. Metals. Boom. Metals. And resin. And I'm not gonna recycle anything else. Because, yeah, all these... Ooh. No, the Bridges boots I'm wearing are in rough condition. Don't I have a second pair of boots I picked up? Did I not steal an extra pair of boots? I thought I did. Oh, no, that's right. I couldn't carry it. It would have been too much for me. Alright, so let's just turn all of that in. I've got the mule boots as my spare, so I'm not too worried about having to print up more Bridges boots.
Thank you for your continued support.
Alright, I could let's go rest in our room. I feel like that guy's interpretation of how data transfer might be wrong. I have a theory. I don't know if it's sitting it backwards in time. I think what it is in the beach, time does not move forward. So rather... Oh, hang on. We're getting a unique cutscene. Okay, nah. I think rather what's happening is the,
Good morning, Sam.
what's the word? It's not that it's all moving backwards in time. It's that it's being put in there and doing the full data transfer in a place where time is at a standstill. I think, you know? It doesn't move forwards and or it doesn't move things backwards in time. It just doesn't take up time to make the transfer. Of course, I could be wrong. This is just theorization, you know, blah blah blah. Let me sip my mocha some more. Let's see how BB's doing real fast. How you feeling, bud? Feeling good? Yeah, you're feeling good. Let's soothe him a little bit. Look at the goofy boy. The goofy little boy, goofy little girl, whatever gender they are.
You okay?
Oh, I just realized the keychain. That's fun. I wonder if you can change that out. That'd be a neat customization to unlock over time. Let's chug some Gamer Girl bathwater to keep our energy going. I don't need food, I just need gamer juice. Alright, now let us look inside at the data we got. Our interviews. From Hartman. Necrosis in the ancient Egyptian view of life and death. From Hartman at the Bridges HQ lab 3 years ago. The Egyptians believed that we humans were composed of two elements. The Ha and the Ka. The body and the soul. Various texts expound upon their nature in detail. Perhaps it's simplest to conceive of them as follows. The soul is that which joins with the child in the womb and gives life to the body. It is also that which departs the body upon death. Ergo, the body is simply a vessel. Should the soul return to it, it will live again. This is precisely what is observed in near-death experiences. A soul separates, albeit briefly, from the body. The Egyptians believed death not to be an instantaneous change of state, but a process by which the soul moves from one realm to another. Ooh. But this process itself has changed, thanks to the Death Stranding. In a normal order of things, when death occurs, the soul vacates the body and passes into the scene. From there, it transitions to the beach, and only then on to the world of the dead. But after the Stranding, a soul that has already made its journey to the beach may attempt to return to its body in this world. It was hard to believe at first, but the process of necrosis provided proof of this phenomenon that was difficult to deny. This is why it is imperative that we burn the bodies of the dead. The bodies must be destroyed to sever the link with the soul. Only then will the soul be free to journey to the world beyond. And I'm guessing if not, they become a BT, a sort of ghostly zombie. That's interesting. From Mama, I don't think we've met that character. The Chiral Network 1. Who? Mama. Where? Central, not City. 3 years ago, before the first expedition departed. So the core infrastructure is complete. The basic Cupid-ready chiral network setup is good to go. Now all we have to do is connect the Central Knot City to the capital and prove that it actually works. Sadly, I won't be there to see it. I've been assigned to the expedition team's second group. So, I'll be heading west with the others. But the people in charge here are the best of the best. They'll have the... I lost my place. They'll have the network operational inside of 3 years, just as planned. I'm sure of it. And while they're seeing to that, we'll be visiting towns and whatnot across the country and putting the facilities in place for when things are finally up and running. Amelie and the others in the lead group will be forging the connection and laying the groundwork to make sure everything goes to plan. Afterwards, we'll just need to link it all up with the operational Cupids. And that should be that. Huh. Kind of like the Apollo mission back in the day. They used a 3-stage rocket to get to the moon, right? Well, we're using a 3-stage process to do something almost as revolutionary. And then Bridges staff. 2 years ago, distribution center west of Capital Knot City. Who? Benjamin Hook. 2 years ago, yeah, blah blah blah. It has been a year now since we came here with the rear guard. I can read. The first folks though did us a favor of setting up the chiral network. The chiral relay and patching things up before we arrived. So, we're doing alright. Not so sure about everyone else, though. Folks back home sound kind of freaked out. We don't know what's going on in the central or capital, let alone how Amelia and the others who kept heading west are doing. But something doesn't feel right. What's more, a lot of guys have developed some kind of agoraphobia. Like, the thought alone of going outside scares the shit out of them. See, the distro centers and way stations around these parts here aren't like the ones back east. They're much more isolated, out in the middle of nowhere. Can't help but feel cut off from the world. And there's a lot of stuff on there's not a lot of stuff on hand neither, which means you often have to do work, or the work of two guys, which can make that much lonelier too. And then you factor in the terrorism rumors. Also, is it just me, or does it feel like there are more mules out there these days? Don't get me wrong, I know they're not out to get us. All they want is cargo, right? Well, that doesn't change the fact that they're not making our work any easier, especially since a lot of these guys used to be first-rate porters, and they could run rings around us if they hadn't, you know. Still, for now, the network systems are up and running, and we're just holding out for the day the second expedition comes through with the working Cupid. Till then, we'll keep things chugging along. That much we can do, for Bridges and the country. Am I right? So yeah, again, if you look at the dots, each leg in our journey represents several states worth of travel. So the first thing was straight up in Washington, D.C. Then the next one is sort of the Pittsburgh region, I believe. And this is somewhere, I think in West Virginia is where we are right now. So we are traveling huge distances. The map just doesn't accurately reflect how far we're actually going, you know? So, like, these places are massively isolated. Like, there's nothing for miles and miles and miles for these people. And I think Dead Man's view on what the mules are isn't exactly right. I don't think they're package delivery, like, drug addicts. I think it's that these are people who decided they're done with Bridges and are trying to go it themselves, but don't have the resources, so they're stealing it. And that's interesting that I mentioned people developing agoraphobia. I almost wonder if the mules... See, I think the mules were package delivery men who got fed up with this. Where they were like, why are we delivering all of these packages so these people can sit hunkered down in their little homes all by themselves? No, fuck that. We're the backbone of the society. We're the important ones, so it's our stuff to keep. We deserve it. You know, I think that's actually the mentality behind it. They're doing all of the work so they feel like they deserve all of the resources. You acquired memory chips. Oh, what the fuck? The Seven Samurai? Oh, this is a real movie, isn't it? A classic work from Akira Kurosawa, who became alongside Godzilla's Ishiro Honda. I probably pronounced some of these names wrong. One of Japan's most globally acclaimed directors. The movie developed a huge cult following worldwide, and its story was retold in the Hollywood classic The Magnificent Seven. The image of the villagers hiring the Seven Samurai in order to protect themselves strikes a chord with many preppers, living as they do without the support of an organized nation state, and making this a classic. Old copies of which are sought after. Okay, that's really cool. So these are like, oh, that's such an awesome collectible. So these, I'm guessing, action figures, movies, actual historic artifacts, maybe toy cars or actual real historic car blueprints. And I'm guessing the one that there's the most of here is music, and these ones are some sort of special extra rare collectible. That's my guess right off rip. That's some cool stuff. Alright, why is the manual flashing at me? Shut up, I don't care. I know. Tips, tips, tips. Yeah, I'll show you a tip. Let me just sip my coffee while I make sure these exclamation marks gone because it bugs me. Oh. And that's my mocha gone. So yeah, when you stop here, I love the game subtly mechanically encourages you to take care of Sam, because, you know, you sip your drinks to get extra stamina. You go to the bathroom and shower to refill your I think they're going to be like grenades, because they're like vials. I can't imagine we're going to be like stabbing the enemy with them. I feel like they're like anti-BT grenades is what makes the most sense to me. Oh, and the rope being lined with my blood. I wonder if that means that I can choke out a BT with it. That would be silly. Special cutscene. Yeah, every time I jack in, I'm gonna get something.
Take a look. This is what the world looked like hundreds of millions of years ago. It was just one big continent. And do you know what this is? The moon. I'll show you the real thing soon. I promise.
This is a guy who deeply cared for the BBs.
The whole wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want. Even the moon.
That feels like a far more interesting implication than I'm expecting. This guy was planning something special for this BB. Alright. Let us look at our missions. Oh, come on. So take on orders. Collect chiral crystals. I guess that's the only mission I have. Oh, there we go. Listen to briefing. I hit this.
Sam, the area around that distro center has produced a significant quantity of chiral crystals. Matter of fact, that's where the chiralium used in your Cupid's internal circuitry came from. They have a range of applications, including equipment fabrication. Bottom line, they're a valuable resource and one you'll want to make the most of. I'll let Hartman explain in more detail, but chiral crystals don't exactly grow on trees. If you see any deposits, you should go out of your way to gather them.
I've seen a fuck
Since
ton.
folks with dooms are the only ones that can. Provided
Okay.
they have the necessary equipment, that is. I'll see that it's added to your supplies for this order.
Sam, it's Hartman. Following the discovery of the beach, we not only began to observe heretofore unseen phenomena, but a new type of matter, chiralium. I say new, but it has doubtlessly existed since the dawn of the universe. We believe it was always there, like dark matter and certain particles, ever present, yet overlooked because we lacked the capacity to see it. Chiralium appears to be unbound by the constraints of physics as we understand them. It can stop time or move contrary to it. On occasion, it even defies gravity. In practical terms, it can stop or even reverse time and causes objects to float. A special cylindrical case is required to collect and store it. Suffice it to say, the procurement of samples is vital to our ongoing research.
Alright, let's get it. Fabricated equipment. Wait. I don't understand. I don't want to fabricate anything. Okay. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it just gave me a PCC. Let's, carry... Hang on. Let's just carry on back and we'll sort our inventory in a moment.
That thing you're
There it
holding
is.
is a crystal collector. Now, as the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints, surrounding rocks and debris. tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that?
I.e. around
floating rocks, golden handprints.
BTs.
That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
Yeah, I've seen them fucking all over the place, dude. Alright, hang on. Let's quickly work on our load a little bit. Let's go to my private locker. Okay, yeah, let's put this on me. I'm just throwing everything on back for now. I don't think I need more than one PCT on me at the moment. I don't even know if I'm going to use the one. Let's carry the extra pair of boots. I don't need more than one climbing anchor, really. But I do think I want to keep all these ladders. Just because I can use them to cross rivers, which I think I'm going to be doing a lot of as I head off. And I don't want to fabricate anything. Now let's go ahead and sort our inventory out. Alright, so. Attached to suit is these. Let us... move this onto our hip. So now I got a grenade and that on hip. I want to move this to be on my hip as well. Oops, that's... No, wait, no. Stop. There we go. I got that on a clip. On tool rack is that. Ladder, ladder, ladder. Okay, so I got a nice little stack of ladders. And I'm not carrying very much at all in the grand scheme.
Have a pleasant journey.
Keep on keeping on.
I love these. Does this give other players XP? Because I think that might be what happens when you like these. I think more games should have this this system implemented. This what I describe as Dark Souls style of multiplayer, a very light multiplayer mechanic. Yeah, there's loads of fucking ghosts in this area. I hate it. Oh, look at that crystal right there. Nice and safe.
Sam, Cairo crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise
Say so.
you to use your Ultra Deck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
Hang on. What is exactly the... Collect chiral crystal. How many am I supposed to collect? Collect the chiral crystals at the distribution center west of Capital Knot City. Can I get more details? Here we go. Alright, minimum is 1. But for the full completion, it wants 100. Okay. Is that kilogram? No, that wouldn't make sense. Wait, is it? Okay. No, it's, yeah, kilogram is kg. So what's cg? I don't know what I don't know what that is as a unit of measurement. All right, how much did I get from just doing the one crystal? Can I? Is it in my cargo? No. So how much am I carrying? I don't know. How much am I carrying? I guess let's just keep carrying it around, or grabbing more for now. Let us... There we go. Let's move our other ladders around a little bit. Because now I can take the one that's on my shoulder. On my shoulder. There we go. And hang it on my tool rack. Yeah. And fuck it, let's put this on my back. Oh no, wait, we want to keep our back mostly clear for when we pick up new things. In fact, in that vein, let's actually move this to my shoulder. I know it makes no sense because I just pulled one off my shoulder, but shh. Actually, hang on, I just thought, can I hang this on the tool rack? Oh yeah, I think that looks way nicer. Oh, you know what? We hit the 30-minute mark, didn't we? So, next time on Death Stranding, we'll continue the hunt for the crystals. Oh man, I'm excited for doing more of this. I hope you've all been enjoying this episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below as always. I'd appreciate a like, just like, you know, I'm always given to all these messages and tools people leave for me. I enjoy the likes from all of you as much as I enjoy giving the likes to other people. End cards will be appearing in just a moment. At the top will be the entire Death Stranding series, as well as another series Editor Brian thinks you'll enjoy. I'm guessing Editor Brian's going to put Breath of the Wild there because it's very thematically similar. But if he doesn't, be sure to look up that series. Bottom left will be my most recent upload. Bottom right will be a video recommended by the YouTube algorithm. Click one of those to continue watching. Love you all very much, and ta-ta for now.